Shalom. First and foremost, I'd like to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh Ba'Hashem, Yahweh Shai Ba'Hashem, Makarkadash, and their Heavenly Father. True name is Yahweh, and His only begotten Son Ba'Hashem, in the name of Hamashiach Yahweh Shai. Those are their true names in the ancient Paleo Hebrew. Valash Kadash Holy Tongue, and I say Barak Thumb to the elders and apostles, Wa'akim, Wa'akwaf, and I say Shalom. And this is a sit down lesson of this. The Dow Jones was earlier today. It was down 313 points. Especially with the on and off back and forth conflict with the critical moves between the United States and Iran. Because the United States been blocking the critical moves, and then they've been optimistic about a potential deal between both sides. And then you had this early incident earlier today, because the markets, what affects what's going on globally, especially financially as well too. So I just want to add a sad note to that. It says the Dow Jones. This is from AI Google review. It says as of the close on Thursday, May the 7th, 2026, the Dow Jones Industrial Average fell about 0.6% to 49,596.97 and pulled back from previous high along the S&P 500 and Nasdaq. The decline was driven by the rising tensions in the Middle East, which is Western Asia, concerning of the increasing corrupt costs, despite a strong week overall for the markets. It says key details of May the 7th, closing price 49,596.97 and change 313 points, 313 points, 0.62%, and minus 0.63%, and day range 49,487 from 50,130.20. It says key movers in energy stock rose as oil prices jumped on reported conflict near discredited moves. It says top headlines affected by today's markets: the geopolitical tensions, the U.S. and Iranian attacks on discredited moves led to a spike in oil prices. The corporate earnings, while the stock. It says while the Shake Shack drops 28% on high costs, McDonald's shares saw minimum change following a solid earnings. The market trends despite today's drop. Major index are still on track for weak gains and largely driven by technology shares. Yeah, this is from Yahoo Finance. From yahoofinance.com. Copy and paste this. It says yahoofinance.com. It says stock markets today: Dow Jones, S&P 500, and Nasdaq futures slip as Iran and the U.S. ramp up Hormuz aggression. The U.S. stock future edged lower Thursday, even as investors wait escalation tensions between Washington and Tehran and brace for the release of the April jobs report. The future linked to the S&P 500 and the Nasdaq 100 dipped 0.2%, while the Dow Jones futures slipped 0.1%. The crude prices move. It says the crude prices move sharply higher after hours trading. It says after military clashes erupted near these critical moves, the U.S. benchmark West Texas intermediate crude jumped roughly 2% after both the U.S. and Iran accused one another intimidating attacks on the region. President Trump boasts on this true social media that U.S. destroyers were unarmed and described the military action as armed forces as limited, adding that the ceasefire agreement remains intact. It says markets are now turning attention to Friday's labor market, including April's non-farm payrolls and the unemployment rate. Economists surveyed by the Bloomberg estimating that the median growth of 65,000, while unemployment is projected remaining at 4.3. Investors will also be watching another round of earnings Friday morning, with reports expected to Toyota Motor, Motor, Motor. It says TM, Sony, and Brookfield Assets Management Band. So as of today, the markets fell. The Dow Jones Industrial S&P 500 is futures look as Iran and the U.S. is where it ramp up in this quarter for moves. Revelations 18, verse 2, and he cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. Right, just like it says in Jeremiah, we would have healed Babylon, but she's not healed. So even if the markets be up and down, back and forth like a balance scale, but we're still going to see the version of Babylon still going to decline in many different aspects. You know? It says, and he cried mighty with a strong voice, saying, Babylon is fallen, is fallen. It's become a habitation of deceivers, and a cage every. It says, and they hold every foul spirit in the cage, every unclean HATEF bird. Revelations 18 verse 3, for all the nations drink the wine of wrath for fornication. Right, because the nations are still following the ways of the version out of Babylon. They drunk the wine of fornication from ancient times or to modern times, so that's another thing of the sun. For all the nations shall drink the wine of fornication, have committed fornication with her, and the merchants of earth are wax rich to the abundance of the ducks. Jeremiah 51 and verse 7. Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand. Right, Babylon has been a golden cup in Yahweh's hand, still to this day. Have made all the earth drunken. The nations are drunk for wine, therefore the nations are mad. Jeremiah 51 verse 8. Babylon suddenly fall and destroyed. Take balm for her pain, is so that she may be healed. Right, so there's no healing for the virgin out of Babylon. It might bounce back many times, but the Heavenly Father does allow it. But the Heavenly Father will ensure that increasing decline of the virgin out of Babylon as well too, because everything is balanced inside the Heavenly Father. You know? Jeremiah 51 verse 9, we would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her, let us go at once his own country, for her judgment reached the heavens, lift up to the skies. So we still going to see the decline of the virgin out of Babylon. Yeah. Oh, okay. So hopefully this was edifying. I would say shalom.